is Saeed Salahu. I'm a chartered accountant and a partner of Pentium Professional Services. Pentium Professional Services is a firm of chartered accountants. I'm here today in commemoration of International Widows Day, and I'm here to offer professional advice to the beneficiary of today's program on how to grow their business and to advise them to avoid common mistakes that people make in business. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So we'll be talking about how to grow our businesses, but mainly we will look at three main headings. So one of them is when we are doing business, some of us run into troubles because there are mistakes that we make and we don't know that we're making such mistakes. So one of the things we want to look briefly is how to avoid those mistakes. Then, most importantly, how to keep our records. A lot of small petty traders don't actually keep records. So they believe there's no need for that. That I have the idea of how my business is doing on my head. But what is important is everybody should keep record. Don't be too busy to keep record. It doesn't take your time. Maybe in the evening when you don't close for shop, you reach house. You don't go reach 5 minutes. Just carry your book, write down. We'll show you how you can do that now. Just take your time, 5-10 minutes, you are done. It's important. You see why record keeping is important. You see it in a short while. Then after that, we will look at how you can scale your business. Scaling means, how you can grow it. Okay, you don't avoid mistake. You don't keep record. But I still cannot grow my business. I'm still at the level that I was like few months back. So I need to grow it. So how can I grow my business? So we'll look at all of that. So let's look at the common mistakes. You know, when you are into business, you are selling, you are making sales, which is your income. But before you sell, if you are into trading, at least you must buy something where you go sell. So, which is your purchases. So if you marry these two together, what you have is your profit. Abi? Sometimes you can have loss, but good me will have loss when we are doing business. At least when you buy something for 10 naira, you should not sell for 10 naira. You should sell anything above 10 naira. So when you match your sales and your profit and your purchases, you have your profit, isn't it? So your profit will be a certain amount. Now, anything you want to do outside your business, it should come from this profit. But most of us, we don't do that. Why? Because, all right, thank you. Why? Because we don't keep record. That's why I said the most important one that we are going to look at today is how to keep our record. Now, so if you have profit at the end of the day, everything you want to do outside your business should come out of this. So one of the things we can do is to say, okay, say as a Christian, you want to pay tithe. Your tithe must come from this one. You want to borrow your friend money, if you are so generous, it must come from this one. You want to do contribution, ajo, it must come from this one. So that is the mistake that some of us do in business. We don't actually know what we should spend and what we should not spend. Sometimes we also spend things that are not meant for that business and we think it's part of the cost of the business. One of them is, out of this profit, you want to pay children's school fees. And now, your children's school fees, this profit cannot carry it. If you are forced to pay it, then you are paying out of your capital. At the end of the day, that business will not survive. The school fees next time, you cannot pay it. So you should always, at every day, every time, when you want to spend out of your business, you should always make sure that you are spending out of your profit. Otherwise, if your profit cannot carry your school, your children's school fee, change the school. It doesn't kill. Yes, change the school. So just make sure that all the time you are conscious of this profit. Don't spend anything outside that profit. And also, don't spend everything. You should also leave something for the business. Because in month 1, this is where you start. This is where your business, this is the size of your business. You want to come back in 6 months to say, okay, I've been able to grow this business from this size to this size. So how do you do that? Nobody is giving you extra money. You can always, one of the ways that you can do it is by retaining part of this profit for the business. Yes. So try and make sure that you are not spending anything that is outside the business more than what you have for your profit as your profit. I hope my explanation is
Yes.
So now we'll go to bookkeeping briefly so that we see how we can generate that profit that we are going to use to do some other stuff outside the business and also grow the business. There is this book in the market. This people they sell printing materials. I don't know the name they call it, but I think it's a record book or something. So the book, then they roll out like this. And they roll the book like this. I don't know if anybody has seen it.
Yes.
Has seen it. So what you can do is to keep your record. Go and get a book like this. I don't know how much they sell it, maybe 500. And you can use it for like 1 year or 6 months. So what is important is don't be too busy to keep your record. It is not advisable to keep everything on your head. Even if you get home in the evening and you are so tired, when you wake up the following morning, quickly before you forget, write them down. Now, how do you keep the record? This is the book. If you cannot find this book, you can always use another book and roll it like this. I hope you can see this ruling. Okay, this is like description. Now you can say this one is your sales, this column. And say this other column is your expenses. Now you go to market. You buy market. The market you buy when you sell. Everything in the evening. You don't have to do by as you are selling, right then that no, everything in the evening. You get home, you count every sale you make. The amount will be you write down here. But you cannot sell what you don't have now. Okay. Before you sell, you must have bought something. So you go say, okay, I go market, go buy something where I sell. So you go be another column. So you put that one on this column. So all other expenses where you incur for that business, you write them down. Like say transport. If you are not doing it from house, say you go market, go do your business. Transport, you go write down under expenses. Abi?
Yes.
You eat, maybe lunch. You go write down under expenses. Anything you buy for that business. Okay, you call your customer, so recharge cash. You write down. Everything you write down as for that business. Like things like children's school fees will not come in. Because we said that should come out of your profit. Because if you put your children's school fees here, it might be a lot of burden to the business. And at the end of the day, the business might not survive. So you are recording your income. So you are recording your sales here. All your expenses here. Now, at the end of the day, you can say, okay, this is evening now, you've come back from market. okay, this is the total sales we are making today. And all the expenses we are incurred, I don't put them here. Okay, what will be my profit today? Hmm? So you go add this place. You go add this place. We expect say this place will be bigger than this place. The balance will be your profit, which will be here. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes when you go market, go buy what you go sell. If you don't finish them, that day. If you don't finish them that day, what you go do be say before you leave market, or if you are into the trading that you have unsold stock, you can do it weekly. But make sure that your expenses, you are recording them daily. Your sales, you are recording them daily. So if you have unsold stock, you can leave that till end of the week. So say, okay, on Saturday, for instance, in the evening you are going home, you can check what do you have left that you have not sold. So you can say, okay, I have goods worth so amount left. Now you have recorded all your income for that week. Week 1, day 1, day 2, day 3, all your income, all your expenses here. Now when you close this book, now you know say you have some stuff for market wey you never sell. So you go take stock, say okay, this stuff wey I never sell, how much you do before you go home. So let's say it's a particular amount, you go put am here, but it's not an expense.
Okay.
So you go put them for bracket like this. I mean, say you want to deduct them from these purchases where you buy because you never sell them.
Yes.
So if you don't put this one, you will not get the correct profit. So make sure, but if you don't have, then you don't bring it in. But if you have, so you bring it and you deduct it from here, from all these expenses. So what you do is you put it in bracket. Then you now roll like this. Then you roll like this. So you add this total. So you add this total to this total. We expect that this total will be more than this total, so that you have profits. So let's say, for instance, day 1 I have 10,000. My sales. Day 2, let's say 5,000. Total, I have 4,000. 4,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6,000. 7,000. Okay, this is 6 weeks, 6 days, abi?
Yes.
So total will be 15, 19, 23, 29, 36, 36,000, abi? So everything where I sell for 1 week, 36,000. Okay, let's say all my expenses for that 1 week, let's say is let's say 28,000. Now this 28,000 now, you know, say we say if you have stock when you never sell, at the end of week, Saturday for instance, you go take stock, you no go take time. Like 5 10 minutes, you don't take stock. If you know you get the value, let's say that value is 5,000, stock where I never sell. So 5,000. Because you go put this one for bracket. That means you go deduct them from this 28,000. If everything from here to here, now 28,000 minus 5,000, it will be 23,000. 23,000. So this is 36,000. This is 23,000. And for bookkeeping, the two of them must agree. It must be the same thing. Yes. So that means the balance will be your profit. So the balance here will be 13,000. Abi?
Yes, 13,000.
So that when you add everything here, This one too will be 36.
36,000.
Now that's the essence of keeping record. If you keep record, and at the end of the day you do this analysis, but instead of having a profit, you have a loss. So you now come back and look at what all your expenses. What makes you make a loss is maybe your expenses is more. So you look at how much am I spending on transport, how much am I spending on food, how much am I spending on recharge card, how much am I paying local government. You cannot reduce that one.
Yes.
So, but expenses that you can reduce. If you think you are eating too much meat, for instance, you can reduce it for now. It says allow your business to stand first. When you remove that meat now, you can replace it with turkey later. So madam doesn't like turkey. So, but if you are making a loss on business,
People like that.
so what you can do is you go back to your record and analyze it yourself. Because you are looking at it to say, okay, why am I spending so much? Why I'm making a loss? Because my income cannot carry my expenses. And make sure that what is not for that business, you are not putting it here.
Yes.
Otherwise, you think you are making a loss, meanwhile you are actually making a profit. It's because you are loading this business with what is not for this business. We said, for instance, school fees is not for this business. If you buy a Ashwebi, it's not for this business. So, if you do some other stuff that is not related to that business, don't put it here. That one should come out of your profit. That's why I'm saying that most times you might be making a profit, or you think you are making a loss, or the other way around, you might be making a loss and you think you are making profit. That's the essence of keeping your record. So you must always endeavor at the end of the day, daily, when you come back, write it down. Total sales today, expenses today, so that you know how the business is going. So if you understand bookkeeping, let's look at how we can help our business grow. So how do we scale up our business? How do we make it grow? One of the ways to make it grow is through savings. Savings, yes. And as a small business, this is the most important aspect for you.
Yes.
Nobody is ready to carry you at an earlier stage. Now you go carry yourself at the earlier stage. It is when they see that you are growing that they will now begin to support you. So this is the most important aspect. That's why we said that out of your profits, once you analyze your expenses and income, and you know that you make profits. One of the ways you know that you make profits is that profit that you have written down in your books should be close to, if not the same, with the cash you have in your hand. If it's too far off, then you know something you have not recorded it well. So at the end of the day, your cash that you have, let's say at the end of the week, your cash you have should be equal or close to your profits if your recording is correct. That's one of the ways you can check when you are doing correct booking. So we said one of the ways that you can grow your business is through savings. Ajo. Another way is government grants. Another way is loan, bank loan. Okay, and we said the most important aspect, because you are just starting a business, you are still small. A lot of people really don't want to put their skin into a small business. Those people that come to you most of the time, that say, okay, I can help you, how much do you need? Take. They give you at the rate of 5% per month, 4% per month, all those microfinance. Yes, they help businesses, but most of the time, we collect it out of desperation. I need this money badly, make I do something. But what you find is that at the end of the day, you are just working for them. By the time you pay back their loan, what is left for you is nothing. you go back again, say, give me another one. You're only their indirect staff. But initially, you can grow your business through a job that we just talked about. Just avoid that you are not doing it from your capital. So then government grant they say like donation, like okay, we see say you need money, we give you this one. Government they do me, I know that Lagos State, even federal government, like for instance during the last year during COVID, I know a lot of people that got money from federal government. Lagos State is also doing a lot in terms of giving grants. But one of the criteria is you must have record. If you don't have anything to show that you are doing business, it's difficult for them to trust that you're actually doing business. Then, government grant, you are in Lagos State, for instance, make sure you have LASTRA registration. Because if you want to get anything from Lagos State, it's one of the requirements that is say, okay, do you have LASTRA? You are living in Lagos. They don't know you are living in Lagos. So if you do it, when I have information about this, I can pass it around to you. But make sure that first thing first, the business you are doing, you are keeping your record. And you have registered with Lagos State because you are in Lagos State. So that when opportunities come here, you know you can tap into it. Then the bank loans. This is when you have used this one, this become very important to you. Bank, other than microfinance, they support small business. But again, what they want is a proof that you are doing business. If they don't see proof, one of the ways, how do they get the proof that you are doing business? Is if they have a statement. Do all of us have bank account? We have a bank account. Now, you should always endeavor, madam, especially you, that you are doing block making. You should always endeavor that your transaction pass through bank account. Even sometimes when you don't even ask, when they see your transaction, they call you. Say, madam, what do you need? Because why they are important is because the rate that they will give you is like 300% cheaper than what a microfinance will give you. Most microfinance will give you at 4% per month. 4% per month in a year is like 48%. Bank can give you like 16%, 17% in a year. 17 and 48, is too much. But bank will not give you if they don't have proof that you are doing business. So make sure that if you can avoid, because now some of us will say, what time do I have to go to bank? Another thing is you can use, if it's not money that you will need the following day, you can use POS to do the transfer. Or if you have time, like 30 minutes you can spare, you can quickly go to bank and lodge it. Even if it's your part of your savings that you want to do, part of your profit, you can take part of it and say, okay, this 2,000 every week, 10,000. Take it to bank. Take it to bank. 10,000 in a week times 4, that's 40,000. Before you do it in 6 months, that's 240,000. You know, little savings. You don't even know that you are doing it. Before you realize it, you find out that you've had so much in the bank. But we don't know because we don't have formed that habit of savings. Everything we see, we say, we don't get money, we spend. So if you don't save, you don't really, you will lose the value of the business you are doing. So that's why you said bank loan will come, but they have to see proof that you are doing business. So keep the transaction, if you can, as much as possible, let them pass through the bank. If you cannot run your sales and your purchases through bank, make sure that part of your profit, as little as it might be, take it to bank. Take it to bank. Over time, they will say that, because they will say consistency, they will say that, okay, somebody is doing something somewhere because they can see the record. Even without you asking. I've seen some businesses that like that. Without you asking, they just review your transactions and they give you a call that, do you need money? Like 2019, 2020, GTB did like that. I don't know about that bank. They were just calling people. They were just even sending messages to say, do you need a loan? Dial this number. And instantly, they grant you loan. It's because they've gone through your record. They didn't do it for everybody. It's because they've gone through your record and they've seen that you are doing something. So they offer you assistance. But once they start with you, don't forget that trust, don't betray it. But once you betray it, that is the end. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Helen Emmanuel. I thank God for the opportunity that God has given me to meet this Nova Diamond Foundation today. I thank God for some things that I learned from them. And I thank God for the gift that they want to give us. Then I will use it to empower myself. I thank God for everything. I thank God for my life because I thought that that is the end of my life, but I don't know that God will push me to another ground and a better position. I thank God for everything. And I say that God will bless you people for this opportunity that you are giving to us in the name of Jesus Christ.
My name is Bola Adeninu. I thank God for the Nova Diamond Foundation. I thank you for your inviting me to this company. And I thank you for your entertainment and the little gift that you gave to me. I pray that the Lord will like this company in Jesus' name.
My name is Mrs. Mary Edion Senyene Epo. I want to thank God today, International Women Day. I want to thank God for Nova Diamond Foundation. They invited us. They organized a seminar for us. I want to thank God for them. I'm happy, I'm honored to be here. I pray may God continue to uphold this foundation. May God continue to keep them, to strengthen them, to provide for them to reach out to people like us. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
My name is Adeshina Damilola. I thank God, I thank Nova Diamond Foundation for this great opportunity. I know if my mom is to be here today, she'll be very glad because I'm so glad as well because I never expect this. Thank you for the entertainment. I enjoy the snacks, the tea, the food, everything. Thank you so much. God bless you. And as for the cash that I never even expect, I'm sure my mom will be very glad because none of us ever expect this. I lost my dad 2013. That was 8 years ago. So since then, that was when I wanted to start my service at Abeokuta, my youth corps service at Abeokuta. And my siblings were very young then. So all the expenses and everything have to be on my mom alone. We thought we've lost everything. Everybody gave up, and as time continues, we just have to put ourselves together and continue until I come up with Nova Diamond Foundation on Instagram with their cash giveaway for widows, which I tried my best to participate, all because of my mom. I'm really glad. I thank you all. I thank God. God bless your foundation. God bless the staffs. I'm really grateful. God bless you all. Thank you.